we did. And hard to say, and especially around the holidays. But my wife loves it. Most of you know my wife, I'm into pandemonium. But she's a Hell's Angel. She's old school. She's like 65 years old. She's got it. But I wasn't always married to Amanda. And I know what you're thinking, Casey. Who else was it that you were married to? And thanks for asking. Because, what does my perfect first date look like? Good question. I pull up to the slime factory. Brand new Lamborghini Diablo. No engine. I'm running that bad boy in the Flintstones method. My date looks at me, I say, "Hey honey, you want to see something cool?" I light myself on fire to protest the Vietnam War. I'm fucking dead. She likes it. But I've been in the tabloids recently because of who my last relationship was with, and I never talk about it. But my estranged partner, I was in a relationship from 2011 to 2008, and it's not typically how time is described, but love will make a man crazy. And I have had 6 kids by 7 different women, and it's hard, especially around holidays. It gets so confusing. And my husband, it's just easier. It's easier to show you. I don't know if you know, he's pretty famous where I come from, but I was married to the old man from the Six Flags commercial. That's me. That's me. That's Greg. Greg Flags, heir to the Six Flags fortune. And he fucked like a man twice his age, and so he fucked like a man who was 210 years old, and we both finished, and yeah, we don't riff like that. And he, I'm gonna put you down. And I remember just a little slice of what our life was like together. I remember one day, I'm happy you brought that up. I was in the kitchen making macaroons for Greg, and Greg loved macaroons, and especially around the holidays, and the roller coasters, and I'm okay. And the phone rang. And this is all in the book, but the phone rang, and I said, "Greg, I'll get it." And he said, "What?" And he said, "Roller coaster." And it was that exact moment I realized his love language is roller coaster, and of course mine is smell, and of course my love language is smell, and riff oven, and the phone, I picked up the phone, sure enough, you already know, but it was President Barack Obama, and he said 7 words that turned my life completely tipsy-turbine. He said, "Is this Mr. Six Flags?" Is this Mr. Six Flags? And I said, "No, this is Mrs. Six Flags." Greg's in the other room thinking about roller coasters. You want me to drag his fat ass in here? And he said no, he said Mrs. SF. 6 months. I'm putting a team together. Putting a team together. A SEAL team. A SEAL team, 6 Flags. And there's only one man for the job. The only roller coaster tycoon I'd ever known. The next thing I knew, I was on the tarmac of LaGuardia. And he was off to Barcelona. Greg loved Barcelona. Especially around the holidays. I filed a FOIA, a Freedom of Information request. And I figured out through various government contacts that Greg was about 2 clicks north of Islamabad. And Greg was a tunnel rat in Vietnam. And World War II and World War I. And he was 110 years old. And we both finished. And I remember there's GoPro footage that should have came with your tickets. But if you scroll down, you'll see Greg gets the drop on the perp, Osama bin Laden, and couldn't have any worse guy. Yeah, especially well. And Greg does in the clip. You'll note it. You go, oh, and he does what's in the industry. It's called the Dutchman's twist. It's illegal. It's banned in MMA. It's 100% kill ratio, and it's where you swallow 100 knives in 100 minutes for breast cancer. And so they come out of your hands like Wolverine. And I know what you're thinking, Mrs. Flags. Yes. And. And I know what you're thinking, Mrs. Flags, that sounds incredibly dangerous. But you know what I'm thinking? What if worms could scream? And it would be deafening. And we're on a different wavelength. But Greg gets the drop or something, and the head comes off, and a clean kill. Oh, I love the clean kill. And who could forget? And the head comes right off. Oh, he loved the fountain of blood. And there's so much, and there's a fountain of blood, and he's like, oh, he's like dancing in the blood, like, oh, like the Six Flags, and funnel cake. You know, he was like funnel cake. You read his lips. I read lips, and I can speak Farsi. And that's supposed to be nice. Speak Farsi, and ooh, sorry, do it for Greg. And he's like dancing in the blood, and he did what's in the industry it's called a gentleman's squirt, but it's you pick the body up like a melted popsicle and you squirt it down your throat. And I guess he was starving, and he slipped. Greg Flags, my strange husband, and he slipped, and he swallowed a grenade. I'd rather be crabbing around right now. I'm talking about this shit. I ain't talking about this shit. Because Greg fell on a power grenade. I guess he was still hungry after all the blood. He swallowed one. I guess he was still starving because he swallowed a second one. The second one activated the first one, freak accident. Could have happened to anybody. They say 100 people die that way every day in Boston. Be careful what grenades you swallow. Be careful who you love. Because I remember being at Greg's funeral. That's Mr. Flags to you. And I had my pearls on and my fur coat. And I walked over to his casket and I dropped my fast pass in. It's actually a life hack. You go right to heaven. He gone. And right at my moment of utter despair, his mother came up to me, the original Donna Flag. Donna Jameson Flag. And she said, Mrs. Six Flags. And I said, yeah, bitch. Now you want something from me, bitch? Because we never saw eye to eye. Ever. About anything. And I said, I want to say something to you. Why is it open casket? He swallowed 2 grenades. It's a mess. It's a mess in there. It's an absolute wreck. And she said 11 words I will never forget. She said, you know what Greg would have wanted? He would have wanted you to sing. Because when he met me, I was a singer outside of Barcelona, and in the little cantina. You guys would have loved it. And I sung his favorite song, Boston, and it went a little something like this. And I can assure you there was not a dry eye in that. We like to party. It's the Six Flags song. Nice 12-minute build-up to the Six Flags song. I will leave you with this, and I'm going to do 15 more minutes, but I'm not leaving. You're going to have to call locksmith to get me out of here. And I used to drink a little bit of Taz, and we loaded the sprinklers with Taz. We're going to hit them in a minute, but it's going to be like the blood rave from Blade, but it's Taz. Deep cut riff. And I drink a little bit of Taz. And I drank, this is me being vulnerable, and this is me letting the veil down. Veil, marriage, Six Flags, interesting. He's all around us. And I used to drink quite a bit of Taz. And I drank this is true, I drank a bottle of Robitussin every day for 2 years, 700-day test challenge. And it's a David Goggins thing. And who's gonna carry the Taz? Thank you. I walked here from Austin, Camelback full of Taz. And it took 4 weeks. Could not be a nicer guy. But I used to drink quite a bit of Taz. And we've gotten to this point in the story several times, and I would I take the scenic route on that road, but and it's funny to get, I was like 14 years old, it's funny to like drink a bunch of Taz, like when you're a kid, like get super fucked up when you're a kid, because 4 years before that you were 10. So you're like a little kid, so you're like a little boy. So 4 years before that you were 6. So it's like a little kid. Like I can remember drinking Robitussin with my friends, and my buddy would be like, "What's the biggest dog you've ever seen?" Dude, my neighbor's dog's fucking massive. Because you're a little kid. You're like literally a little boy. And and I drink a little bit of Toss, and this much we know. And I would stare every night, 10,000 hours, right? So you gotta put the work in. I would go home and I would drink a little bit of Toss, and they call me the Tuss savant, the papers. Oh, the papers. And I forgot about the papers. And the papers. And they call me the Tuss tyrant. And I was able to power a light bulb with the human body. I was creating free electricity. We'll talk about it later. But Nikola Tesla. And I was drinking a little Tuss. And still going. And thank you. Would drink just a little bit of Toss, and the stool's a comfort thing, I think. As long as I know where the stool is, I'm gonna be okay. And I would drink a little bit of Toss, and every night I would go, and the neighbors all peek, right? Everybody wants a peek, right? Everybody wants a piece, and everybody wants a piece, and I'm disrupting $1 billion industry. I could power the whole block, and this one, someone Biden knew that, and he's trying to shut it down. And that's the show, and who could blame him? And I was just named Motor Trend Truck of the Year, so I'm the talk of the town. And every night I would go to my bedroom and I would stare. I would stare in the reflection of the television. I would unplug the television because the noises scared me. So I was allergic to sound, and I could taste sound. Couldn't have any nicer guy. And like synesthesia or whatever. And I would stare every night, 10,000 hours, and I would go, "Good morning, it's me." Mommy's stinky little robot boy. And so stinky. And I would practice being a robot. There's not a lot of rhyme or reason to it. There's just a little bit of mental illness, right? So it's just a little bit of Tuss and a little duality man, yes. And like, would Charles Manson have done that without LSD? Would I have been the Tuss tyrant without Tuss? There's no way to tell. Science isn't there yet. And so every night I go, "So stinky." And I would go, "Oh, that was a good one." Like, I was like making progress. "Oh, you're getting better." Stinky. And ooh, nice. Me talking to myself. "I know, stinky boy." And this one would be perfect. And this one night, my mom hears me, stinky, and a mother's intuition, a mother always knows, and is that my little Tuss savant? And she hears me in my bedroom going like, "Stinky," and I would, like, there's no couch, I'm just Tuss locked, and I would just be standing there very gargoylean, "Stinky," and she hears this happening, but I can taste sounds, right? So I know she's approaching. And trick or treat, bitch. I'm 2 steps ahead of you. And she comes up the stairs, like, to tell me goodnight or some lame shit, and I'm Tuss locked. And she peeks in my bedroom, which is like, fuck off, I'm working, right? This is my office, basically. And she starts crying. This is true, and I feel bad about that, but she starts crying, and I'm like, "Get over yourself, bitch, it's bigger than you." And it's bigger than you, I can power the whole block right now if I want to. Stinky. And she's not, you think she'd be stoked, like, "Oh, look at this marketable skill." Look at this one where he's obviously spent thousands of hours going like, "Stinky boy." But I guess it scared her, and she started running, and underneath all this robot, there's a little boy who's sad about his mom crying, and she's running, and I was like, "Mommy, it's okay." So I was stuck in a Tuss loop. So it's like, "It's okay, it's me." "It's me, your stinky little boy." All right, I will leave you with this. If you've read even a piece of the memoir, the memoir, of course, is Mrs. Six Flags, My Roller Coaster of a Life. You'll know I've been working for decades, really now, with researchers at Stanford and Juilliard. Arts and sciences, yes. And the researchers recently made a breakthrough and they made an announcement. And yes, the researchers. And I know what you're all thinking, sure, the researchers, but what was the announcement? And I'm thrilled you asked, because they basically, I may be butchering this, but they said there are two kinds of people in this world. The men who go to war and the women who love them. Huh. Interesting, follow me here. But if you ask me, Boston, Mass, Thursday night, 2024. I think there's at least 3 types of people in this world. The men who go to war. It's a pig shotgun. The women. Ow! Fuck! Who love them. And a third type of person, the type of guy who likes to sit around at night and cool down with a nice warm glass of Taz. And a nice Judy Bloom and just beat the brakes off his stepson David. Want to guess which one I am? My husband served in Iraq. Thank you. I'm Casey Rocket. We did it. I love you, Boston. What a pleasure. Thank you. So cool. Thank you for coming to see me. Give it up for my friends, Mason, Andrew, Patrick. Thank you, guys. Thank you.